Warrior of Light replaces Manslayer. It's not good for us. Fear of Mankind, of course, is bad. And Vertigo, of course, is bad. Okay. No Shambler. Fought a Shambler at the beginning of that fight. How many Shamblers do you want?
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Alright. It's okay. Second virtue ring might be a thing. Actually, the second virtue ring is almost certainly a thing. So we gotta fight Starfucker and the cannon. Okay. Hey, Callum. Thanks, man. Yeah, all my Australian viewers always complain about the time, or not complain, but note that it's super awkward. Sorry for that. Cove, stress, hard skinned, wheeled adventure, no one gives a fuck. Early riser's good. Thick blooded is good. Photomania is good. But not good enough. Alright, what are we doing with you? Uncle Wallace, you need to be cured of your diseases. White chocolate needs to be feared of. There's no way I don't keep that, right? This is so good. Healing received, healing skills, stun resist. I don't know if that needs to be locked in quite yet, though. I don't know if it goes away on its own or not. I suspect it doesn't. Okay. You can hire level 6 characters. You can hire mercenaries. They only go to endless mode. Well, it might be time to start cleaning up our mercs if we're going to bring them anywhere. Clutter and quick reflexes. Alright, you might be useful one day to me. Maybe. Okay, we get any trinkets I can sell? That's not where I sell trinkets, that's where I buy them. Yep, get rid of that. All the rest of these might one day be useful. Alright, let's go to level 3s. You know what? Maybe this is the time in a boss fight with Starfucker to bring our level 3 ignores armor in the wield. Kills Justad with Luminous and Warrior of Light. Pretty decent lock-ins, quite honestly. Okay, it's not amazing. Kind of wouldn't mind actually bringing the bounty hunter instead. Prismatic purity, unyielding, A-bomb sounds reasonable. Not a lot of damage is the only issue with this character for a boss fight, but it does have a blight, has a protection remove, and I want to see if he cures that. I'm pretty sure he does. And then we run a healer with this, I guess. No stress heals, though. I could run Jester and just be happy with it. Prismatic Calm, Daredevil. Tough. And then, another chance at a quirk on Basaric would be good. Okay, let's run this. We haven't tried this comp before. It looks a little squishy to me. Both these characters have, all three of these characters have very low HP. But we have pretty over-leveled or over-skilled healers. We're not bringing 4s to a level 3 dungeon, which is a little level 3 boss fight, double boss fight, which is a little bit awkward. I don't really like Jester in the cannon fight either. Maybe I don't want to bring the Jester. Hound is fine there. This Hound doesn't really have skills I want locked in. We have a grave robber somewhere. This is kind of a decent fight. Not high enough level. I hate bringing grave robbers anywhere, don't I? Could bring men at arms here, but it's really not a good fight for men at arms either. Could bring the Abomination. Abomination is not worse than the Jester. I mean, about equal to the Jester in this, really. Although it's a reliable stunner from position 3. I could do damage from 1 and 2. No real stress healing here is the issue. And it's a wield. Wield's kind of high stress getting there. We might end up fairly stressed coming. Oh, but right. We got fucking Starfucker. No, screw that. We're bringing the Jester. Alright, so this is kind of a suboptimal comp to deal with the cannon with. We just need to stack damage items. Alright, let's go get them skilled up. Impale might actually be good in this fight. Really planning on skilling it. Expose is... I mean, a stealth reveal is actually okay in here as well. Maybe what I'll do is change over to the Impale for the fight. Alright. We need chopping. We need healing. Looks good. The reason why I like having my party at the top of the roster. I like to hide things from chat as much as possible. Oh man, our money's really solid right now. Do we have people in the sanitarium already? Let's spend some money. Oh, we do. Damn. I was really hoping to get into the single digits for money. If we could. Alright, so item-wise, we want speed and damage. And speed and damage. And dodge. And accuracy and stress. And healing. Kinda want accuracy here too though. Need a 4th focus ring. Who would have thunk? Alright. Let's not run minus damage on you for this. Maybe we do some mankind hating. Who doesn't hate mankind? Looks good. Alright. Over provision this one. Kind of low on resources. Do I really want to over provision? Is he bleeding or blighting me? He's bleeding me, right?
A renewal. Welcome back.
Welcome back, random guys somewhere. Thank you for the resub. Alright. Let's do it.
The wild whispers of heresy roused the rabble to violent action. Such was the general air of rebellion that even my generous offer of gold to the local constabulary was rebuffed.
Alright, Cannon. It's time.
To reassert my rule,
why didn't I pick up Harvest on this fight? Filthy, the
skilled in
alcohol has clouded your
application
judgment.
force. Tight-lipped and terrifying,
I blame it on the alcohol anyways.
these mercenaries brought with them a war machine of terrible implication. The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
The war machine is close.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
Really?
otherworldly
We've been getting
corruption.
torrential rains, white chocolate, and the downside of that has been my apartment has started leaking, which has been pretty exciting.
The match is struck. A blazing star is
Can't
born.
wait to move. Alright. stream wealth from the Sachs contents, possibly.
Packs laden with loot are often low
Any
on
one of these fights
supplies.
can be Starfucker, so let's just make sure we're set up correctly for him. We are. I think ignoring protection is really good versus Starfucker. Would have been nice to kill that. Let's expose you for the fraud you are. Either both those options are pretty bad because we don't have the accuracy to hit the wolf reliably, but we don't have the damage to kill her reliably. Why am I running this skill set? Alright, this is the wrong skill set.
Slowly, gently.
This is how a wife is taken. Alright.
Success.
No.
Clearly.
Bad Jester. That's
Or is it
that.
merely
That.
a trick of
That.
the light?
That. You can go to the front. Looks good. Illinois is a rainy state? No, no. Not particularly. Just getting a lot of rain recently for some reason. A lot of storm fronts coming through. Alright, I'm feeling a little better. This is one of the other things I love about streaming. You know, I didn't want to put it in this particular way yet, but I don't think I've said it quite like this before is what I'm trying to say.
Death waits for the slightest.
I've said many times that streaming cures hangovers, which is true. But I haven't really said yet that I think streaming might be a good profession for the chronic alcoholic. I hadn't really said that yet. I'm not sure I'm gonna say that, but I'm just throwing it out there that there is that nice overlap. Who knew? Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Let's see. Kill the 12-pounder. Do we want Curious in battles? Yeah, we wanna get Starfucker and steal his crystals. Give me your crystals, Starfucker, and do no stress damage. Okay, wolves and a crone is pretty bad news for us. When we camp, we have to fight her snake demons too. I see you.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
My opinion on the shield breaker. Well, I haven't. Okay, she's better than I've given her credit for, or rather, I think they buffed her in this patch. And I haven't seen her in the higher level dungeons yet. There are more protection monsters than there were before. That skill got buffed, so that's kind of nice. She seems okay at the moment.
Destroyed.
Like, to the point I might even consider running her in a composition that wasn't just because I'm leveling characters.
Success.
We'll see. We'll see if her damage keeps up with the rest of it. I want to see her late game damage numbers. One of the things I will do at some point is spreadsheet out all the damage curves of all the characters. Well, not curves. There's no curve about it. Their top level damage, and get some sense of how they've been readjusted. We'll see. She does consistent damage on a fairly fragile chassis, which is kind of mixed. You don't really want her in the front, and I don't know. I haven't figured out if I like all of her abilities or if I want to be using all of her abilities, which ones are good. Clearly, the one that hits all positions from any position is pretty fucking good.
To the spreading corruption.
It also ignores protection.
With misintent.
I think I have. Oh, I do have these. All right, fine.
Glittering gold.
Trinkets and baubles.
Paid for in blood.
Like, these guys are 50% protection. Kind of nice to have somebody who just ignores that. These guys are 25% protection. Let's get after that guy. Go after that guy. Go after that guy.
As the fiend
All right.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Groping.
Her death by inches.
I don't know if the woman with one hand is going to put up with groping. Little groping was alright, apparently.
Annihilated.
Sure. Annihilated. Let's go faster. I wish I had uppercut right about now. Why do I have flashbang but not uppercut on? Questions without answers, Filthy. Or rather, the answers will disappoint you.
Can be healed, but never hidden.
Let's sway. Sexy sway? No. Sway or heal? No, let's just kill. Okay.
Press this advantage. Give them
Decided
no
on the
quarter.
perfect endless comp. That's not really what I'm doing here, Caleb. I'm leveling characters of all classes so I can experiment with what comp seems to work the best, or rather which set of comps are all good at it and why they're good at it and what they're better at for it. It's the whole point of this playthrough. So, no is the answer to your question, I think. I'll run standard comp and see how far I get with it. I want to compete for those records, but I didn't have a good save to do that. And that's part of what this playthrough is about. Give me that. No, tree is not a tree. Who left that shit there? Give me that. It's not just a tree. We know it's not a tree. Stop lying to me. Musketeer classes specific trinkets. Yep, they have one specific trinket, right? What? This doesn't expose position 4? What? What? What kind of nonsense is that? You know, she's gonna be really bad versus fucking thingamabob there. I want to mark that giant, but
as the enemy crumbles.
Do we want to go fast? Yeah, we do. Embrace the dark. No. Good. Let's not be at 1 health right before you get tree branched for all your health. Confusion spores. Would have been fine without the crit. Bounty Hunter in position 4 is a little awkward. Jester in position 1 is a little awkward too. Alright, let's, this goes backwards though. That is awkward. Alright, let's try to eat the tree branch, I guess.
A decisive pummeling.
Stun there might have been okay too.
Sedated.
Put that shit. Yeah, right in here, right there. That's what I want to see. Ooh, well, I don't know whether to be sad or happy about that. I was wrong. I should have killed her.
A powerful blow.
Okay, tree branch right there. No. No.
A victory.
Alright.
Perhaps a turning point.
Perhaps not. Where's Starfucker? He's not even gonna show up, huh? We bring a comp to deal with him, and he's like, nah, I'm not showing up for this one. Come back later.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
We don't have holy water. You.
A devastating blow.
And you. you. Okay, sure. You still have 33% protection, even after the protection or debuff?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Oh, you resisted the debuff. Ah. Awkward. Very awkward. Okay. I hate how when it misses it still generates. Feels like they're cheating. Ignore that protection and hit for 9. 9's got to be the lowest of your damage, right? What's your damage range? 10 to 20. Ignores protection, but minus 10%. Yeah, so 9 is literally the lowest you can do. She did it twice in a row. It's exciting. Well, dodges are fine. 3 times in a row on 9.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate excitement.
Finale worth it.
Considered a virtue.
Sometimes, sometimes not. Does that help? Alright, let's go down here. The problem I have with Finale right now is the stress debuff is really major if you don't bring the appropriate stuff for it, and it really is a Finale now in the sense that it really doesn't do much of anything until you've charged it up. So it's basically shuffle defense now. If like mid-fight you're fighting something that shuffles you, Finale is decent. And if you have herbs in your inventory to burn off the debuff. If you don't, if those two situations aren't part of the situation that you're encountering, you don't really care about Finale right now. It's just not very good. I'm so annoyed Starfucker's in here. I guess we could get back-to-back boss fights. Should be pretty annoying, but maybe I'd buff for it. No Starfucker at all. He's just not here. Ah, what a piece of shit. All right, let's rest up.
A moment of respite.
Sure.
A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Scouting's not going to help us. Size 2 doesn't help us. Companions can't be marked. Armor piercing is okay here. I guess she does full damage to the cannon. That's kind of an interesting interaction. Accuracy and crit seems good. And Sanctuary, of course. So let's run accuracy and crit. There. Let's run armor piercing. And let's encourage. Okay, that's pretty weak camping buffs. Yeah.
In Radiance, may we find
Oh, right.
victory.
Fuck, Snake. I have to fight it. Shit, I forgot about that. I would have done something different.
Choke out hope of wholesome reverie.
Fuck, I forgot about this.
Well struck.
Totally misplayed how I would have done this. Oh, good resist, I guess. The stress is ticking up rather rapidly, though. And they're all still fucking stealthed. Could have put stress resist on her for this fight. If I thought about it. Not dead, unfortunately. I hate the camp, what they fucked up with her camping. It's really, really bad news for her. Can't pierce from this rank, right? So I can't do anything. I can go forward with puncture. It's fine. It's actually good. Nice crit to finish it off. Alright.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
33%, 35% damage versus marked minus 10 damage. That's pretty bad. A lot of loot here, though. What do I think about that item, besides it being pretty bad? I mean, what do I want out of my inventory for it? Alright, I guess we can get rid of shovels. There could be a grave interaction here, though. I guess we could get rid of food. It's a little bit of a bummer going into this fight at lower health. Okay.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only
I don't think I'm going to be stress healing in here, but I didn't level up the other ones. I guess finale could be a thing, but I'm probably not going to bother with it. Would have liked to have been at full health for this. Alright. You can't get food pings on tiles or there's stuff already. There was a 0 risk for me on food pings because both those tiles were full. 12 damage. Sure.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Bit fragile, getting kind of low. Yeah, when they have 32 health and Bounty Hunter's got 40 and the Jester has 35, you realize quite how fragile that character is. Not too excited about that. He can live. If he lives, yeah, fuck. Our range was 5 to 12. And I needed 7. This is really bad, actually.
Unnerved.
At least the crit didn't hit here.
Impressive.
Don't want to go forward here. Alright. No damage to the cannon so far. Oh, it only has 20% protection now. That's what someone was saying. It has damage resistance somewhere. Certainly annoying. Two summons is not what I wanted to see. Jester is as bad as I was expecting him to be in this fight. I do need to actually do damage to this one day. Go. Check the cannon's buff. Yeah. Oh, come on. 5 to 12, we've rolled 6 twice. We've needed 7 both times. Quit that shit.
Unforgiving.
This is a really bad cannon comp, the more I look at this. Alright, we've got to start doing some damage somewhere. See if I can reach from there, yeah. Okay. Stumbled on a build that's not in my list. What's that, Noiselings? Dodge is great.
A momentary abatement.
Shank is less great. Sooner or later that was going to happen. That's really unfortunate, though. Quad dodge is amazing. Have to kill that guy.
A singular strike.
Could have been a miss. I'll set up a bleed here to make that a little bit more reasonable. Sucks a lot. Jester being Jester on this fight, which is not what I really wanted. Get a breather for a round, I guess. That was no damage to the cannon, though.
A momentary abatement.
Gonna be a grindy fight. Alright, we like got barely enough damage for this. It's a lucky roll for us. Bad roll on Hera, though. Let's mark the cannon. Okay. Another great roll, actually, for us. Nice crit.
Precision.
Great.
And power. The ground
Kicking ass. Those double crits helped a lot. The armor piercing is actually good for us in this fight, surprisingly.
The brigands are undone. Our family crest.
Okay, that was harder than it needed to be with this comp. I want both those items. Don't need torches or these anymore. And I suppose this is more valuable than keys. Okay, let's go home. Okay, second hero's ring. Questionable whether or not we want that, but I expect to lose one sooner or later. Daredevil replaces Beast Slayer. That's another good one, though. Robust is also a good one. Okay.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison.